It's my honor and my pleasure to introduce our president to you guys. Dr. Kevin Behrens was born in Wabasha, Minnesota, which is a small town of 2,500 people in southeastern Minnesota. While many of you may not have heard of that town, if you drove into town, you would see a sign that reads, "Welcome to Wabasha, home of grumpy old men." Apparently the movie Grumpy Old Men was actually based on the town of his birth. So he's from a large family. He's got 6 siblings. He and I have shared a lot of stories because, as many of you may not know, I'm also from Minnesota. I'm one of 6 as well. He's one of 7, so he's got me beat by 1 there. But we've had a lot of good conversation. I did get a text from my mother this morning. It's -6 there today, so we're all happy to be in Charlotte rather than Minnesota right now. True to his Minnesota roots, he completed his undergraduate work at the University of St. Thomas, which is in St. Paul, Minnesota. While he was in college, he did meet his wife, Patty, who is a fellow Minnesotan from St. Paul. He then went to the Mayo Graduate School of Medicine and completed his general surgery residency training at the Mayo Clinic in 1995. At this point, he did move to the southeast after completion of his residency training to join the faculty at the University of North Carolina, where he rose from the role of assistant professor to associate professor. In 2005, he moved to the University of Florida, where he served first as the chief of the Division of General Surgery and vice chair of surgery, then the interim chair, and then in July of 2009, he became the Edward R. Woodward Professor and Chairman of the University of Florida, Department of Surgery. In 2017, he was recruited to St. Louis University to become the Dean of the School of Medicine and Vice President for Medical Affairs. His clinical interests are focused on benign and malignant pancreatic disease. He has a national and international reputation as a clinician and a researcher. He is a prolific researcher with 15 grants and multiple clinical trials. He's been a member of numerous societies, all of which he held a leadership role within. Specifically, he's been on the executive committee of the Board of Governors of the American College of Surgeons, the program committee for almost every organization he's a part of, and he's currently the president of the Halstead Society in addition to our society. He was a director of the American Board of Surgery from 2011 to 2017. He's the co-editor of the journal Surgery and the former editor-in-chief of Yearbook in Surgery, as well as being an editorial board member on multiple other journals. Dr. Behrens truly is a leader in academic surgery. I have found him to be both a humble and entertaining friend and colleague, as well as a dedicated family man. From what I hear, he's very close with his family and talks to his children almost every day, if not every day. He and Patty do have 3 children who are here, as well as 2 grandchildren also here, being extremely well behaved in the front row. Excuse me. So I would just like to introduce his family to you at this time. Here today is his wife, Patty, his mother, Donna, who does, I believe, still live in Minnesota, along with his 6 other siblings. His daughter, Brittany, who's in New York City. His daughter, Callie, her husband, Teddy, who are in Atlanta. His son, Andrew, with his wife, Megan, who live in Pocosin, Virginia. And his 2 grandchildren, Everett and Vivian. Welcome and thank you. I understand we also have some friends of his who are also here. As the pictures that I'm about to show you will attest, he has an excellent work-life balance. These are some pictures of he and his wife, Patty. You can see they do things outside, walk near the water, look at the skyline, eat good meals. I understand they've had some excellent meals in Charlotte picked up by his children, is my understanding. He's also an avid bicyclist, from what I hear. I love the picture here where the whole family is running a race. That's something I've had my family do as well. He apparently enjoys Notre Dame football, dancing with his daughters in their weddings, and spending time outside with his family. He is an outstanding educator. He has won many awards for his teaching, including Teacher of the Year several times, the Anthony A. Meyer Mentor of the Year, and the Edward M. Copeland Faculty Award, which he won twice. Pictured here, he's trying to teach his grandchildren about business with the Wall Street Journal. I'm not sure how successful that was. I suspect the Mickey education pictured in the other picture was probably more successful. I'm going to let this picture speak for itself. I love this picture. I had to put it in. My understanding is that this bobblehead was a gift from his wife, Patty, and I think we should all have our own personal bobbleheads. Dr. Behrens, it's an honor and a privilege to have worked with you in our time on Southeastern Surgical Executive Council. Ladies and gentlemen, members and guests, I present to you our president, Dr. Kevin Behrens.
Thank you. I appreciate it.